usually LinkedIn posts are usually very long. I want to ask, do people have like content calendars? Like, are the posts AI generated? Like, is it okay to use AI to generate LinkedIn posts? Like, as someone that's trying to build their journey, like document their process, is it okay to use AI generated content, or you can just like post like regularly? And also, do they have like people that are consistently posting? Because I have a LinkedIn page and I post on and off, but people that consistently post, like build their brand, do people have like content calendars that you follow, or do you just like post from your heart, like randomly? Like, I think of course strategically, but is it like random posts? Do you use AI to generate your content? Do you have content calendars? Do you have like, oh, a structure that say, oh, I have this time I engage my followers every day? Or I have like, do you have like a timeline or a workflow that you follow, or do you just like do it freely? Because sometimes I just feel anytime I try to like go on LinkedIn and post, I usually feel like, oh, I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't think I'm doing it well. I've had content calendars, but at the same time, you know how sometimes overwhelming content calendars can be. You can like be one, you can create like 1 month worth of content, but after 1 week, you now feel like, oh, this thing I generated, I don't like it, or this thing, that's just, I don't know. I know my question might be a little all over the place, but that's what I want to ask.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this to Queen because
Victoria, are you trying to make money from engagement? Is that how you're trying
No,
to make your money? Okay. How do you want to make your money?
from like getting jobs from
Okay.
what I do. I'm a virtual assistant, and
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you don't need content calendar. Okay. You can use AI if you want, but people are becoming very AI savvy now. So people are beginning to sniff out when AI has written something, and that could backfire. Yeah. So if you're going to use AI, just use AI for suggestion. After AI has suggested to you, but use your brain, the brain that God gave you. Use your brain and create the final content. Yeah. So that it doesn't feel like AI, because people are becoming very sensitive to it now. But I wouldn't go so far to say you need a content calendar. You need to be organized. Like if you want to play the game of, engagement on LinkedIn, I think if you have limited time, I think it makes more sense to interact with people's content than create your own. If you are creating your own content, let it showcase you always in the best possible light. Let it showcase you as a professional. Let it showcase you in terms of the value that you offer as a VA. Hey, but if you have all the time in the world, do everything. But if your time is limited, I think it is much more. There's a higher return on investment when you spend your time interacting with people's content. And in a way, that is also creating content if you're interacting intelligently. So, for example, somebody posts, you go there, wow, amazing. Another person posts, you go there, wow, this touched me. Another person posts, you go there, wow, say it well. Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, nobody is going to take note of you with those kind of responses. Okay, so if you want a higher ROI on your engagement with people's content, you have to engage intelligently. You have to engage. What was the content of their what did they talk about, or what did they present in their content? Have an intelligent thought and then express it intelligently. That is what will make, when the person comes back to read your comment, that is what will make them look at you and say, oh, wow, this person knows what they're talking about. But when you go there, all you are saying is, wow, this really spoke to me. Thank you so much. Nobody gives a shit. You think that by thanking them, you're making them feel happy. No, you're not. You know why? Because everybody is thanking them. So thanking them does not make you stand out. Okay, it's polite. Your parents raised you well. Your pastor is training you well. But that thank you does not set you apart. What sets you apart is living intelligent, well thought out comments. If somebody said something about the industry, go and also contribute. What is your own industry knowledge that is in alignment with their own knowledge? What can you add to what they said? What nuance can you bring? That's what makes you stand out, because they read it, they will say, they might even follow you back just because of the intelligence of what you said. But many of you don't thinking, gives you headache. You don't know how to think. Your own is just to be consuming, and then you say you're looking for job. Okay. So that would be my advice. If you are short on time, I wouldn't waste time creating so much content. Instead, I would strategically interact with other people's content of people who are more established, content of people who maybe you do research into them, you see they are associated with different potential job opportunity or company or whatever. You interact with that intelligently. And by the time somebody now responds and says, oh, maybe you put something there, they will now respond to your comment and say, oh, this was an interesting take. Thank you for sharing that. Bam. Now you have a two-way connection. It's no longer one way. Now it's a two-way connection. Many of you now, because of poverty, that's when you will now run to their DM. Don't run to their DM. You've just established a two-way connection. What will now happen is the next time you comment, that person will more quickly recognize that you are the one commenting. So just again, play the long game. Keep interacting with their content, keep speaking intelligently. Before you know it now, you will be having back and forth in the comments. Before you know it now, you'll be having mini conversation in the comments. That's how you build relationship. Some of you, poverty will not allow you to build relationship. You are looking for na. You need to leave that shit at the door. I've been poor. So I'm not speaking as though I am above you. I'm an insider. I know how this thing works. Some of you, poverty will not allow you to play the long game. You need to leave that shit at the door. You have to build relationship so that by the time you make your request, by the time you make your pitch, by the time you make your ask, the person already feels like they know you, even though they've never met you a day in their life, but they will feel like they know you because you've taken the time to connect, fruitfully with them through their content. That's how you play this game, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much for that one, Queen
Thank
Arch.
you.
That was very detailed. Yeah, that was very much detailed. So, who are we speaking to next? I'm sorry, who wants to ask a question? I think Timmy Kill. Is he Timmy? Timmy, are you there? I think Timmy is just speaking. Timmy, okay, he's not there. Pharaoh, do you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I'm there. Well, I have a question, but I'll probably ask later because I'm trying to I'll ask later.
This one says it will actually there. This one doesn't know that space can end anytime soon. It seems you guys don't understand. I'm currently working, bro. Like, what are you people doing? Um. So yeah, I think we have
Okay.
Pharaoh. Pharaoh, do you want to say something? Do you have a question? No, you guys are not ready, bro.
Yes,
But
yes, I do. Good evening. Can everybody hear me?
yeah, go on with your question.
Thank you very much, Kenai, for the insight so far. And I'm in Ben's community, so I've a couple of discussions I've had with Ben. I've gotten to realize the importance of building relations. Lots of them, and sometimes the pay is just is somehow sometimes the pay is not even encouraging. Sometimes the job description is just out of the way. Um, I'm thinking of this is my 1 year in, so I'm thinking of transitioning into another digital skill, or just continue. I'm just overwhelmed, and I really do not know. I really do not know. Should I? I'm just trying to get advice from the experienced one. Should I? Are there digital skills I can transition into, like take digital skills that I can transition into and just have my way? That's my question. Thank you.
I have a question. What?
Can I to take that one for you? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
So
Ben.
can I? Can you?
Let me just ask. Feromi, what were you doing as a social media manager? Just summarize your responsibilities, at least the ones that they paid you. What were you doing?
and I create content calendar. I I did content, and I engage, I build community, and I create strategy, content strategy, and I create platform specific strategy also.
And you're saying that you didn't make money doing that.
Not really.
Okay, who what were the type of, don't say their name necessarily, but what were the type of clients you worked for?
Nigerian clients mostly. I'm just trying to break into the trying to use Upwork.
Okay, so you got the gigs through Upwork and your clients were Nigerians.
No, no, no. My previous clients are Nigerians. I'm just trying to get one particular client from Upwork.
Okay, a non-Nigerian client.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Nigerian client.
But now you're saying that you want to leave social media management and go another place.
Yes, I'm thinking of transitioning.
Okay, and the reason you want to transition is because your Nigerian clients were paying you too little.
Yes, and it's like a role that they don't really value. I mean, VAs, they do social media manager management. There are a lot of side roles that they just made it that if someone is as a client, let's say the person is an executive assistant,
Mm-hmm.
the person can just work with the client and be like, okay, oh, you can manage my socials. There are a lot of
Okay.
resistance in that field, so that's why I'm thinking of transition.
Okay. So when you say transition, I mean that's fine. Maybe that's the word you're choosing, but I think what you actually need is to just be more valuable. Like you just said now that you're being undercut by VAs who also know how to manage social media, right? And when I asked you what your responsibility was, one thing that you mentioned was you would develop strategy. I don't know if that means strategy of just telling them when to post, or if you actually dug into the analytics and the algorithms to optimize the social media strategy for the algorithm. Like, I don't know how deeply technical you went with that, because the people who know how to do that are making bank. The people who know how to hack the algorithm, the people who know how to study it, who know how to figure, some algorithms for these social media platforms are very opaque, but there are still ways to figure out what the algorithm is favoring and what it's not. And there are people who know how to do that. Those SMMs are making bank. So from what you said that you've been undercut by VAs, maybe instead of thinking in terms of, oh, let me transition out of it, maybe think in terms of, okay, how can I tweak the combination of skills that I have in this to be more valuable? So maybe you need to ask, do some research, make some connections with some VAs who also do SMM, and ask them what about their combo of skills is helping them succeed. I think, see, one of the, this might piss a few people off, but I don't care. You see, one of the signs of a child, hmm, is somebody that just because something is not working, they throw it away. I don't want it again. I want to go to something new. I want to go to something different. Whereas that thing that maybe they're saying is not working, they haven't really taken time to analyze why it's not working. Because you might figure out that the reason it's not working is only accounting for 20% of what you've committed yourself to learning. And so the 80% is still very valuable. It's just that maybe the way you positioned yourself or the way you marketed yourself now gave that 20% more expression than it should have had. Maybe it's and maybe it's a situation where you just need to add some adjacent skills to make you more marketable or more valuable, and then you don't need to throw away all the training and the experience. Yes, your experience wasn't paid as you would like, but it is still experience. And so maybe you need to have some coffee chats with some successful VAs that are also doing SMM, right? Maybe you need to locate some successful SMMs, social media managers, okay? and pick their brain and figure out what, in your opinion, is contributing to your success. Okay? Because everything in tech is hard, my love. In case you think that, oh, I'll just go and do something, I'm here to tell you, you will suffer regardless of what you choose. So the question is not, oh, let me find what will not make me suffer. No, the question is, let me find what will make the suffering worth it when I get to the other side. Every field in tech is hard. There's no easy tech field. There's no moderately easy tech field. There's no mildly difficult tech field. They are all hard and they are all competitive. So I'm not telling you what to do, fair on me. It's your life. I don't pay your bills. Do whatever the hell you want to do. But my advice would be, before you decide to leave the SMM completely, I think you need to do a little post-mortem. That's what we call it, right? Do a post-mortem. Actually understand specifically the reasons why it didn't work for you. So that even if you go and pick something else, you don't carry the same mentality or the same mindset, and then that one too will not work. I don't want you to fall. I don't want, if it is something about you or something about your mindset or something about your understanding that didn't make SMM work, I promise you, you choose something else, it will not work because you're the same person. It's the same person doing a different thing. Okay? So take the time to understand your failure. Don't just run. I know it's painful. I know you feel like you've wasted your bloody time. I understand that. But take the time to really understand your failure. And you might discover that it's not even really failure. It was just, okay, this wasn't optimized. Oh, I didn't market it this way. Oh, I was too focused on this. I neglected this. But you might actually discover that with a few adjustments, you could start making SMM work for you. I wish you the best.
Thank you very much for the insight. I appreciate.
Yeah, thank you so much for that one. Kitaguru, are you there? Or Atom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up,
Oh,
everyone?
okay. Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm chill. Kunal, it's good day. Remy, good day. Good day, everyone. Hi. How's your week been?
Yeah, good. I want to, because I'm trying to fix something on my laptop, but I want you guys to basically take over. I think there's a lady raising her hand, Mabel. Yeah,
Uh,
Mabel, you want to ask a
well,
question, so you guys can take over. I'm still here though, but I'm doing something on my laptop.
well,
Continue
maybe.
behind the
All
laptop.
right, good evening. All right, good evening. Thank you for this opportunity. I need help. Okay, let me explain myself. So far on Upwork, I got 4 invites. I got the fourth invite 1 hour ago, and that is about my job as a customer support specialist. So for the other 3 invites I got before, I wrote my proposal and I did not hear anything from them again. So now this what exactly is the problem right now. So right now I need help in writing my proposal for the new invite I got tonight, yeah, 1 hour ago. So that's my question. That's what I need help with.
Okay. What's the job about? What's the description?
Customer support specialist. Customer support.
Okay. Is there anything was it just customer support?
Yeah, customer support for a e-commerce brand.
Okay.
They did not really explain what e-commerce brand.
And have you checked the client's history? Like how many people has he had before? Um, how much has he earned? How many jobs? Like, what's his job hiring rates?
The client hired one person, and he spent $50. Then
Okay.
that's all.
I'm sure $50 is not the normal price for VAs, correct?
No, no, it's not. Yes, yes.
All right. So, and on that job, what was the job that he spent on?
Please let me quickly go to my Upwork in order to give
Okay.
you the full
So,
question
seems you're
again.
cracking. But sometimes when you get an invite on Upwork,
All right.
sometimes when you get an invite from Upwork, it's not all the time that it's an invite that will convert. Sometimes they have probably sent that invite to multiple people. So before I accept an invite, even after I do accept an invite, I check how many people they sent an invite to. It's very important. Because if I see anything like 30, 20, I don't know, even 10 is even overkill for me sometimes. But yeah, so I know that okay, this person is serious. They are intentional in hiring me because there are some jobs that you do that you are going to be like the option because couldn't go with this person, so we went with you. That's not the kind of place I position myself, right? I am the person that you tell no to other people for. So so if you're getting an invite and you said you got four today, was it the same for all four?
No, not today. I mean, so far I've already gotten 4 invites. I got one this month. Like, this is the second one for this month. You understand? I don't know how to explain to
Okay.
you. All right. So I already got to this month. So the one that came in 1 hour ago is the second one for this month.
All right. Just always check if you the job description and if if they are interviewing somebody or interviewing if they're sent an invite to multiple people as well,
Anton, can you hear me?
right? It's very key. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, Remy, saying something is wrong. Yeah, so since I can't really see the invite and your proposal, but when you send a proposal, how does it normally sound like? Or can you call or can you like say the templates that you use? Like, how do you normally speak?
Whenever I send a proposal, I do it in a storytelling manner. Like, okay, I'm coming. I have a template. I can't really remember. I'm sorry. Okay, I start with my journey in customer support began early assisting customer in family business before officially starting my career at the age of 16. So something
That's
like
why.
that.
Sorry, Mabel. That's why.
Okay.
That's why nobody's hiring you. Who want to read all that story? Like, congratulations, but who wants to read all that story? Your proposal needs to start with an impact statement. Like, in other words, I want you in the first 2 to 3 sentences to
Hello,
make
is
it
anyone speaking?
almost unnecessary to read the rest of your proposal. So it's only if I have time, or it's only if maybe I like your picture, then I'll now read the rest. But that's you cannot start with your journey started. Who cares? I want to hire you for a specific job. So you have to lead with impact, especially as you are getting like an invitation. So I'm guessing you have some idea. Maybe it may not be like very detailed, but you have some idea of what they already need. You have to hit me with impact in terms of how you will make my life easier from day one. That's how your proposal starts. Before you get into your backstory, nobody gives a damn. Respectfully.
Yeah, what Queen Ari said. Uh, the your proposal shouldn't be about you, right? Most of it shouldn't be about you. Most of it should be about them and what like you're there to. One thing about Upwork is that it's mainly like let me see if I can find. one of my proposals that I sent today, although the guy hasn't opened any of them yet. So let me see. So it should be more about them and how you've gone through the job description and you understand them. I mean, you mentioned something about that they are a e-commerce brand. So if you're a virtual assistant, what do you do as a virtual assistant, right? Like, and on the core level of things, what do you do? Yeah, maybe like the question.
All right. What I do is I support customers. I niched down to customer support. So I support customers. I work with data entry, like, you know, that's what customer support does. And it is just basically supporting customers. Anything that makes customers' life easier, anything that makes the brands I'm working with easier, anything that makes, I don't know, satisfaction, customer satisfaction. So that's what I'm
Okay.
into.
Customer satisfaction. Okay. So that's what you
Yes,
help. Okay, cool.
yes, that's what I'm into.
You
All
know,
right.
exactly. So if they are going to be looking, if they are e-commerce brand, that means what kind of complaints or satisfaction or answers problems you're going to be solving in that e-commerce space. What kind of problems do you think you'll be facing as a customer assistant?
Problems like late deliveries, other issues, okay, responding to inquiries,
Okay.
solving issues, so solving problems, things like that.
Okay, good. You know, now we're getting somewhere. So your proposal should mainly be about that. If you worked with other e-commerce brand before or something similar, after you've spoken about them or mainly about what you're trying to talk about, right? You go straight to something like um based on oh boy, I can't really put it in words, but if Queen Harris can help me. But it's kind of like, okay, I since it's an e-commerce brand, right? I help customer get know that the products will be delivered to them, make sure that they shouldn't that they should know that the money is safe and secured. I don't really know much about customer support though. But you get my point. Even my proposals are changing. I've not been on Upwork for a while. I think throughout last month. I think all this month. Took a break. Like that. So always know that like things will change and you need to be like looking forward to what they want and the value you provide and about them. So sometimes too is like you can start with a hook, but I don't think it's necessary every time. But if someone sends you an invite, right? I don't write a proposal for an invite. Before I was, but not anymore. It's just straight up, oh, okay, thank you for the offer. I know it sounds somehow. I wouldn't be saying, oh, this is what I will help for you do, this is what I help you do. I'm like, especially when I know that the invite is sent directly to me and like I am like one out of three people. I answer first, and when I do, because when you send an invite, it goes straight to the messaging. So now I can message again. So I accept on time, and then I send another message. Actually talking about those things. Another thing as well you can try to do is to ask questions. If there is again, I'm not a customer service person or a virtual assistant, but I'm sure there are some concerns or some questions that you need to ask so that you can deliver better value. Those kind of questions, whenever you ask them, even if you're a virtual assistant or a dev, it shows that you know what you are doing. It shows that you know what you're talking about. There's no way you go to a doctor and maybe you're talking to a doctor on the phone or a consultant that is about health. And like, I'm having running stomach, right? There are some questions like, what did you last eat, right? Do you usually take this? Are you sure you're not allergic to this, right? How often do you sleep? Things like that. You know that the person is asking those things so that they can clarify and understand how um, they can give you much, solve your problem better. So I hope that helps.
All right, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. I'm not co-host too. I'm sure I have. Ben, please send a co-host so that we're able to add people as well. Um,
Yeah, I'm trying to add people.
okay,
There's a
okay, cool.
problem with X and all, but I'm going to add as much as I can. So let's see.
We're here to share our struggles and also find help and shine lights to the places that are dark in our tech journey. So I'm adding some people as well. You guys should come and share one of your struggles. For me, one of my struggles recently though is to deliver faster. Okay, that's calm, but okay. I won't say that's a struggle, but I usually like taking my time, especially when the time is there's enough time so that
This is my first time on this space, and I mean, yeah, speaking on this space. So, thank you for the opportunity.
okay, was that it? You're
No, no,
welcome.
no, 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 no. Yeah.
Okay,
So, I have a question, and
so
my question is okay. My question is, I recently got an offer. I'm a data analyst here, and so I recently got an offer about an international offer to represent an international company. They are buy companies, and they make use of predictive modeling and all these Power BI stuffs to answer clients questions regarding logistics, supply chain stuffs, and they have other stuff, but they basically want me to focus on logistics and supply chain, which does is close to what I'm doing. I'm a tracking analyst. So my question now is, how do I do this? I have a I've not done this before. I have not experienced this before. I'm sure the person reached out, checked my Twitter and also checked my LinkedIn before they could reach out to me. And their founder actually spoke to me, and I'm in the team already. But then I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm basically blank at the moment. So that's how I'm here.
They've
Not
given you
to
the job.
be basically
Yes.
an ambassador.
Like a part, like a collaboration or a partner, something like that.
Okay. And what advice are you looking for? Like what's the um
My advice is, I mean, what I'm looking for, my question is, how
mm,
do I mean, how do I as I said earlier, I've not done this before. I don't have idea of what to do. They just reach out to me. I'm a data analyst and they offered this to me, and so I'm blank. I don't know what to do.
okay. Have you had a meeting with them?
Yes, I had a meeting with them today, and what they want me to do is to represent their company. They sent me some companies their videos, some contract, the way they want their clients to see them and all that. And I have a I don't know. I'm just
Maybe
my
maybe
mind
you
is
should
just
wait for the
everywhere.
job
So I don't.
description. Maybe you should wait for the job description or what the contract, like what your deliverables would be. Because it's strange to get a job and not really know what you're going to be doing for them and also capacity. So maybe you should wait for some like it might obviously when they give you the contract, they will obviously set some KPIs and objectives.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Amazing. Um I think um it can be very daunting sometimes when you want to you're being
Yeah,
given a role like this that you don't really um I think you learn on the job, and don't be afraid to fail. or to fail at some parts of things you don't understand. It's okay. Ask questions. It's new. It's a new territory. But it's also a good thing. So, but ask a lot of questions. As you said, okay, this is what they are going to. Oh, they want you to be a representative. How? How do you want me to be a representative? What kind of, how do I represent you in the country? Right? Is it by posting your work? Is it by retweeting? Is it by going outside? Is it by wearing your brand T-shirt? Like, do you get, like, there should be that definite thing down so that you will not sign something that in the future, that will hold you down, or you probably have something that is way too, you're like, oh wow, so this is how they want me to, so it's always very good to make it clear now in the early stages. Yeah, so I hope that helps. Let's go with Amaka. Or is that all? Analyst Belly.
Yeah, I could remember part of my conversation with the founder is I will be posting on my LinkedIn. I will have to reach out to prospective clients. Then when I get the client, then I would set a meeting between the meeting will involve myself, the clients, and also their IT team, like their team. Then they can now discuss about what the clients want and how to solve the client's problem.
Okay. All right. Since you're going to be posting, just make sure that the whatever contract you're signing and everything else needs to be very well detailed, so you know exactly what's happening and know the duration and price. Please don't forget price, because I know you hear price for this conversation. I don't know why, but please don't forget price. You are not doing it for free, unless you're a
Yeah,
philanthropist
sure.
or I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
I know how long it is going to span, because you don't want something that, oh, you are a representative and then 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, the more money that it will give you, but you know, just be sure so that your allegiance and read so that um before you go and do something and be like, oh, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to partner with other brands. You're not allowed, be very careful and probably reach out to anyone that has done something similar or is doing something like that. I hope that helps. Let's go with it should be Amaka before
Okay.
Victoria, because Victoria spoke before. So Amaka, what's up? Let me
Hi, good
bring up some
evening.
guys here. Yeah, hi.
Yeah, good evening. So yeah, I'm a UI UX designer, and I want to know how to handle like mentor relationship, like the do's and don'ts. Like if a mentor says, you can reach out to me when you need blah blah blah. How do you effectively mind that relationship? You get like you're not doing too much, and you're just using the advantage well.
Okay. I'm doing too much. Hold on. I'm trying to add people, but I don't know why X is why am I even calling
Yeah,
it
X
X?
is bugging. I've been trying
Okay.
to add people to the bots.
Yeah. I think it will probably work later. Hi, Pilar, you want to say something?
I think the question about how to relate best with a mentor, I think it starts with a mentality, right? Do you see that mentor as your doorway? Do you see that mentor as your source? Do you see them as, oh, is what they are doing for me that will work? Because if you see them like that, that's going to influence the way you are around them, right? Yeah. So no mentor can make or break your career. Like really, like yes, you can get opportunities from some of them, but at the end of the day, your career is your responsibility. So once you carry that spirit of responsibility and accountability, that will help you to not overburden or be overbearing with a mentor, right? Regardless of their generosity. That somebody is generous doesn't mean you should take full advantage. Yeah. So let me give an example. So for example, my VA, my personal VA, who I also serve as a mentor in her life, she doesn't message me with like, oh, should I go for this job, queen? Should I go for that job, queen? No, like she will literally just hit me up and say, I interviewed for this position. They may reach out to you for a reference, just FYI, right? Because she takes ownership of her career. She's not looking for like my granular inputs, at every level. Oh, should I apply for the job? Okay, when I apply, how should I say no, right? Because that can quickly become burdensome for me, that is juggling like 10,000 other things. Now, if this mentor does not have work, okay, there are some mentors like that. They really don't have what they are doing with their life. Hey, then maybe they have the bandwidth, right, to spoon feed you, everything. Yeah. But I think the best mentees are those who maintain a spirit of ultimate responsibility over their career and over everything they are doing to build their career. So as a mentor now, you come in with critical input. You come in with, industry specific knowledge that just based on your time in the industry and your experience working, you can make some inputs that mentee would not know because they have not been in the industry or they have not to me, that's where a mentor comes in. But for you to expect a mentor to be telling you which jobs to apply, which opportunities to pursue, how should I write this cover letter, how should I write, like, once a mentor has done that for you once, you can use that as a template. It shouldn't now be every year. But then in closing, you do have some mentors that want to be that hands-on with their mentees. And I think as long as they want to be that way and you don't mind them being that way, then hey, it's a good match, have at it. Um, Finally, I would say have multiple mentors. Okay. One of the best ways to be mentored in tech is to join a community. Be in a community where the leader of the community or one of the leaders of the community is somebody you want to mentor you, right? Because just by being in their community, you're going to have access to them. You may not have one-on-one access to them, right? You may not have on-demand access to them, but you're going to have access to whatever they are doing in their community to enrich the community members. And typically it's free. Okay, it's very few communities that you pay to be a member of. Typically, by the time you get to that point, it's very high professional. Yeah. So I'm going into a dead zone. You might not be able to hear me for a little while. So when I come out of the dead zone, I'll come back. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your feedback.
Amazing. I hope that helped or helps. Yeah, so Victoria, what's good?
Hi, Atom. Good evening. So I just wanted to say that I'm a virtual assistant. I've been doing virtual assistant for over a year now, and mostly I've been like working for Nigerian clients, and
Sorry, not
sometimes I
him.
also work for. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
So I've
Oh,
been
somebody
working for
speaking.
Nigerian clients, but recently I'm trying to like break into the foreign client space, and I like decided that, oh, maybe
Wait, is someone
the things
speaking?
I've been doing, because I'm doing. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, someone is speaking, Ben.
Someone is speaking, Ben. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay, so I'm trying to like break into the landing foreign clients. So I just decided that maybe the skills that I know are not enough. I want to know like be able to have a specific tool or skill that I'm very proficient in, that will like help me in like the foreign client space. So I decided that I wanted to start learning Go High Level. So I've been watching videos, trying to like build different things, because Go High Level is a very complex, like big platform that you can do like different things on. So I just wanted to say that if there's anyone in this community that is like already maybe an expert in Go High Level, that I'm willing to like connect, just ask question like few times, like here and there. Like Quinari said, I'm not looking for someone to spoon feed me or anything. Just need someone that that is familiar with it, and I can reach out to. I know that, oh, this person knows this, like insights, even maybe when they get like jobs that they can't do anymore, maybe they are earning a little more, they're looking for someone like maybe an intern, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
Okay. Trying to upskill so I can attract and keep international role, and thinking about like the gadgets you need, right? Okay. Your bio, tech savvy VA, imports, inbox, and workflow ninja. Okay. Mm, okay, not bad. So VA. But then why do you think that it is these tools that will that will put you there, that will give you international clients? Why do you think so?
I'm not like saying, oh, is this true, that it's just that I've seen like people that are like now I feel like the whole AI space and automation and workflow. I've seen how I'm trying to be able to master something um that can solve a problem. Do you get, try to know how to solve a problem, how to market myself, because if I'm able
I
to
think,
solve problem, provide
sorry,
value to help me market myself better.
sorry,
So yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking.
wanted to say this, right? So I think I think when I see he always talk about. I think his name is something Victor, Ajay Victor or something. I think his name is Ajay Victor. If Ajay Victor, sir, if you're on this space, please, yeah, just let her know. And then if there's anybody that probably does my level, please let her know. She can reach out to you because I'm interested. Yeah, in terms of trying to get international remote client, that's good. So yeah,
Yeah. So okay, I'm sure you can hear me, right? Um, okay. The thing is that when you want to land international clients, yeah, uh, it's not mainly about tools or anything. I think it's internal. There are many things that you can do to attract them, but then who are you attracting? Like it can be anybody. So know that international client just mean like international person. So you can come from anywhere. You can come from connecting with them in a different like scope. So, for example, instead of like, oh, you know what, let me target founders, or let me target founders that have already had the job, but like you can target someone that is building something, right? What's your MVP? How can I help you? I think with your MVP or your products right now, having a VA by your side will makes like I won't use the word makes sense. Will actually help you save your time, stuff like that. Also, like connecting with people. And when I mean connecting, I think I've said it before here, is that the way connecting is to me is not the way like I see it on LinkedIn. And on LinkedIn, I'll be like, oh, I sent a connect with me. But connecting goes beyond that. I'm sure you've heard what Technical Ben said about those things as well. Where it's like you're commenting, you're being there with this person, you are like the person is seeing your comments and seeing what you do, so you're connecting with them. um yeah, I don't know if I touch on everything you said, but Victoria, let me know if I did
yeah,
miss anything.
I already typed the guy that probably does the stuff you're talking about. I think he's got a couple of courses on like courses that you can take. I just typed his profile under the space.
and that's someone you should look out for.
So yeah,
All right, thank you very much.
yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so after let's move on to the next person.
That should be Larry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go.
Oh, okay. I actually wanted to question I had. I think I wanted to talk about was actually to Queen Arit. I don't know if we could like circle back later when she's around, if that's okay.
All
Oh,
right.
okay, that's fine.
I think she said she was in transit and where she was going to, you won't be able to hear her for a while. Well, she'll be back.
Okay, I'll be around. Thank you.
Yeah, so Ben,
Okay, yeah,
yes,
thank you
please.
so much for that one. Yeah, thank you so much for that one. So I think this guy's name is Raman. So Raman, if you got a question, I see your hand is up.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, even.
Yeah. Uh, what I really appreciate this space because I've never attended something of such before. So it just popped up and I clicked on it and I've been enjoying it. And thank you very much for all the contributions. So what I want to ask is that lately, because I have some freelancer friends and they introduced me to freelancer way back, I think 2018, 2020, but I was busy with physical business. So recently, I just feel like, how Nigeria is at the moment. So I I was having interest back. So I I was now thinking of what is going on now. What can I venture in? So I learned some AI tools like anything per se and go ahead with GSL. So I now spoke with one of my guys then, those ones that were into freelancing. I spoke to him, maybe he can connect me. And so he now told me that he was like discouraging me to go too deep inside those in those skills. That why not go into marketing? That the way he sees me, that going into marketing will be better for me. But I'm like, I'm the type that like turning things around. I studied mathematics and I I've learned few things about some little codes and I enjoyed all these automation stuffs. So linking one thing to another, I got anything algorithm. Sha. So that thing is now babbling me. Should I go into marketing as he said that I can market to anybody, I can sell anything, or I should just keep on my track. So as I now saw this piece, I was like, let me use the opportunity to weigh the two. So that's my question. Thank you.
Okay, so that's a career decision question, which is quite interesting if I'm being honest, because I think when it comes to choosing it all depends on you, on your art, like what you're thinking, what you're comfortable with. Yeah, people will make suggestion. What if they make suggestion now and say the next 1 year you're still not able to land a job? It is treacherous out here. It is treacherous out here. But I think you've got at least you've got the mindset to start and you're studying mathematics. I think you're in the right path. But from the look of things, I'd like to ask you, are you married?
I'm married though. I'm married with
Oh,
kids.
you're married.
Yeah,
Your kids. I could
yeah.
tell, you know. So Q to Guru, are you there? I think I should throw it to you, Q to Guru, because since you're yeah older in age, I think. What do you think? What do you want to tell this man? Q to Guru, are you still there? Good. I think his network might be
Yeah,
bad.
no, my network, if I knock your head, you didn't have much
Okay,
signal.
okay, okay. Okay.
And
So yeah,
sorry, what was the question? Marketing or
yeah.
business?
No, he said he wants to do something more because he has a mathematics background, so he wants to do something more. Well, maybe he's looking for something more technical, but I
So
think his friends in tech were suggesting
actually,
marketing.
I'm into computers. I repair. So
Okay, you know.
I have a computer store.
Oh,
So
okay.
I repair and I do little sales. So, but as things are these days, so Nigeria
Yeah,
now. So I was like, let me just try this piece. So let me look
yeah.
into what I can learn and master and locking. So, but some of my friends were like, these things you are just learning. Go and learn
Yeah, it's
marketing
not
and you make money. So I'm just
marketing.
like,
Yeah.
sir.
So I'll be honest, marketing is not a bad idea because I'll give you an example. Me now, I'm a
Okay.
software engineer, right? It's easy for me because most people that need me to write code. They don't need me to market for them. But
Okay.
obviously, when I'm building my own thing, I finish building, I still need to market myself. I still need to tell people about the solution. So to me, I think marketing is a good, you can always, I think marketing is a good skill. It always complements any other skill you have because it allows you to, package yourself and everything. So I think you should explore marketing. Everybody that wants to sell something will have to explore, unless you can afford somebody that can give you some digital level marketing type thing. I think it's in this
Okay.
digital age, marketing is a I think is a good skill. You understand?
Okay.
Any other tech thing
Yeah.
you want to learn, because like for instance now some of this e-commerce, if you know marketing, most times they don't pay e-commerce developers as it should. They pay the people that will bring more that will
Sales to them.
bring more sales, more, you understand? Because you can write the best code, and if nobody patronizes you or more, is is an hobby. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. I really appreciate your comments. Thank you.
yeah. Ben, I'll take a stroll. I'll be back. Give me like 20 minutes.
All right, sir.
Okay. So yeah. Thank you so much for that one. So he has given you his perspective, but I just feel like whatever skill you want to learn, every one of them is good. But basically, it still depends on you. Like, what exactly do you think works well with you? Because as a newbie, I kind of feel like you have right to try as many things at the early stage and see what works for you. Because there is no easy part. Marketing might look easy, but when the results are not coming, it gets tough. And then you still have to tweak and tweak and tweak.
All right. All right. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that question. So who are we speaking to next? Danny Code. Danny Code, do you want to say something?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good
Good
evening.
evening. Technical and good evening, everyone. Yeah, so it has actually been long since I've been on this space. I was actually regular before, I don't know, kind of stopped. So I actually have a startup that I was building, which was my easy school. So it's doing quite well, though. I have students in universities I usually engaged with. So, although they use the platform to study for their exams, I also try to engage with them more so that they feel like they are part of a family, something like that. So my question was like, I want to take this whole thing to a new level. Like, I want to ask if there's any like marketing psychology or this thing I can use to like keep them more engaged to it. Because apart from that, I'm also writing articles about educational posts, and I'm also doing other things. I don't know, like if there's any other marketing psychology I can use to make it be like, I don't know if it's the right word, to be like as if it's a cult kind of thing, so keep them attached to like my Z school, something like that. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay. I do get where you're coming from. Or you're a founder, you've got your own thing, you've got your stuff going on. Yeah, let me be honest with you. Marketing is a thorn in the flesh of all founders. I've never seen a founder or a company that's probably had it easy with marketing. Unless you're probably one of the big names. They don't need to do marketing. Even the big names always do marketing. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. Even the big names also do marketing. So
there are a bunch and bunch and bunch of questions you need to ask yourself. Um, I would say this, especially for someone that wants to do a startup. This is one thing I would advise anybody that want to do a startup. And if you're listening, build an hype around your stuff first. And yeah, because if you start before building an hype, you're going to struggle with getting people. Um, Marketing, and then you said talked about the marketing psychology. I would say if you don't have the right tool in place, you can't really understand the marketing psychology. But why? Because see, I don't know if you track people that engage with your platform, the heat map, um, events, custom events, because there's a lot of things that basically has to do with just not just paying. I think marketing is not just about paying; it's about studying what the customers do to basically make it better. If you don't have a structured system, my brother, you might struggle or you will struggle to basically get your customers engaged. But there are
Mm,
different ways to keep your customers engaged. The kind of content. You also have emails.
mm,
Wait, sorry, 1 minute. I'm trying to wash my face. So we also have
okay.
emails, and emails help keep your customers active. That's where email marketing comes. Um, your customers, you want to turn them into your fan, and that's where also life cycle marketing comes in, and that is like my job. We basically send in-app messages, push notifications. You see the way you do. Um, you go on Upwork. If you have an Upwork app on your phone, Upwork always consistently send push notification. Wait, that brings you back into the app or something. But I don't know what your platform looks like, so I'm just giving you random ideas or random tips around these things. So
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
I'll just say email marketing is good to keep your people engaged, but that's if your customers are not conversant with emails, you're going to struggle with the emails then. So I think email marketing is still your best bet in terms of getting that personal feel and connection with them. You might probably have to look into email marketing. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's how to
Okay, I'll
basically
try that
connect to
because
them. You because you
what
already
I
have their
usually
emails, you have a customer base list already. Oh yeah, go on.
yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Because when they register on the app or they open an account, I send them a welcome email, like making them feel at home. Or this is what you gain
Yeah,
using our platform, things like that. But I think I need to do a more follow up.
let me say this. Let me say this. And this is something I like to say. So if you're a founder, you're listening to my voice. Yeah, some of you guys need to understand. It's not about the product. Like, fine, everybody wants to build, right? I see a lot of people want to build. But if you don't have a proper structure for your customers in terms of marketing, you would fail very woefully. And I just laugh when I see a lot of founders just they always like, oh, we don't really care, we just get money, we're just gonna do marketing and stuff. Yo, you're going to cry because a lot of things,
Mm,
if things are not in place, you're going to get frustrated because one, you basically need to create content and have a marketing team. If you're a founder, you need to have a marketing team. I am also a founder. I'm building my own product, and I'm making sure that I am trying to get the system that works, or the system that basically engages with the customer because I'm taking data, right? So I have a should I say
mm,
a a line of tasks or a line of things that I'm doing. So I am not just only doing because I'm working on my brand very soon. I'm going to start posting things about it, but not now. but very close. Um, but all of the things I've been tweeting basically is also related to that. So the collective,
Okay.
should I say the collectiveness of like a community, you also need that too. Like you need to have some sort of community presence. So I wouldn't lie to you. There's a lot of things wrong from you just speaking that way. There's a lot of things wrong with your process. So I think you need to go back to your process. And if you need to take marketing courses, I think you should. But if you don't want to take marketing courses, you want to get somebody to do it for you, you have to pay. And don't pay them trash money because I know a lot of Nigerian clients love to pay marketers rubbish money.
Okay.
So
Like where
yeah.
can I take the marketing course?
Yeah, you can go on HubSpot. You can start from HubSpot. HubSpot gives you an insight of like what to expect from like the very beginning. Um, for marketing. So it gives you like an insight. And then if you want to further more, you still see more stuff there. So you understand the psychology of marketing, what the customers want. So yeah,
Okay. You
I
say
wish you the
Upwork.
best.
Sorry. Sorry,
HubSpot,
I didn't get what you
HubSpot
said.
Academy, HubSpot
Okay.
Academy, HUBSPOT
Okay. Okay.
Academy.
Okay.
Yeah, you can basically educate yourself. So I think if you're founder on this space and you need insight and tips on how to basically grow your brand, yeah, you can reach out to me. But it's not gonna be free though. Consultation is not free. But you need to create some sort of buzz around yourself before you can take it to the next point. Because I see a lot of brands and a lot of founders struggling with this. Like the the brand voice is too weak. Like, and then you guys complain that oh you're not having consistent sales. Like customers that have bought before from you can't buy again. Yeah, it's a system issue. Go and fix your marketing. And if you're planning to launch a product,
Okay.
right? If you're planning, if you're somebody on here, you're listening to me, right? You're planning to launch a product. Focus
Mm.
on building your brand first. Then it will be easy for you to launch a product and do like the proper outreach. Focus on building yourself first. That is literally the best way to do it. Because if you just say you're just gonna start, yes, it's good, you can start. Nobody's going to be against that. But when the marketing time now comes and you don't have the money for it, your idea could just go into shambles. So focus on building yourself first, right? Getting um close to the community. Because I know some of you guys that are founders on here, you guys are the most quiet people on the planet. And then you just be building one MVP somewhere.
Mm.
It doesn't work like that, right? Unless you're gonna put your app on your head and you're going to walk it along Lagos to Las Vegas. You walk it on your head from Las Vegas to Lagos. Then you carry it to the place where you get your
Mm.
MVP, yeah, and start seeking for funding. And then most of you guys would also still flop at the marketing strategy because some of you guys don't even understand what your customers want. You just want to just build and say, oh, we're gonna leave everything to marketing. Some of you guys need to get insight of like what you should expect. I have a brand coming up, like a startup. So what was the best thing for me to do? Basically build my brand, basically build a proper outreach system and build myself. So now if I'm going to build a brand now for myself, like sorry, an app or something for myself, will not be too hard anymore because I already have like a base already. Like okay, I've got people that can basically test out my platform. Yeah.
Mm.
So if you found out something, wherever you are, please work on yourself first. Yourself first is the main thing. Once you can do that, all other things will be will be light work. Like I said, last year I had basically less than 50 followers. I think last year November I was still on 1 or 2 followers, and you guys can see the growth. If you check my page now, my page is just 10 months old.
next month makes it 1 year. So you can see the growth and you can see the growth. So getting people, letting people know you literally is one of the best things. And this is why I give it like I say like big ups to there's this guy in the Nigerian space. He's a game. I think he's trying to launch a game. They've been doing a lot of um getting used to him, getting used to the brand before they even launch itself. So that is also one of the
Mm.
best way to go about it. So who are we speaking to next? We have Chi. I think her name is Chini. Is it Sandra? I'm not gonna call you Chi. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but Sandra, how you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Yeah,
Good
good
evening,
evening. Go
everyone.
on. Yeah, good evening.
So, my question is I know how important it is to be in communities because you meet people with like minds doing the same thing with you in communities. So, I transitioned to data analysis and then finding a community is difficult. The one on Twitter, they don't really will I say they don't care about each other on the community. They don't even do much on the community. Someone might post something and they are not engaging. So I also wanted to use this medium to ask people on this space if there are other communities maybe I don't know of. You can just send the community to me, please. I need to join community. I know how important it is because I'm solo learning and I know it can be difficult. So Ben, do you have any advice for me?
No, if you want to get communities that are really active or people that are serious, just go on LinkedIn. Like it's that simple. But go on LinkedIn without intentions of pitching. Go on LinkedIn with intentions of connecting and building relationships. You'll find virtual events. You go to LinkedIn and go to the search button and type like events, data analytics, and then you go to the drop down, I think by the right side of your screen, you can you can check out for events going on in the data space, and that's how you start connecting people. And you drop your insight, or you can ask questions during the events, just like space. This space is like a virtual event, but there it's not a virtual event. So
Okay, thank you.
yeah, try
That was helpful.
Use LinkedIn, but I'm not gonna say like Twitter is not the best place for things like that. So yeah, I
Thank you.
wish you the best. Yeah. So any more questions? If we don't have any more questions, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be saying anything. I'm just gonna probably I'm just gonna crash the space if we don't have any more questions. Um, but yeah, sorry, Web Deb, are you there? Web Deb, are you there? Don't tell me she's working. Okay, I think we have somebody on the speaker section. Ultra, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening. Thank you for covering.
Yeah, good evening. So, what do you want to ask us today? We're listening.
Yeah, I want to ask about LinkedIn. I was given a free trial to use the LinkedIn Sales Navigator for 30 days, and I'm looking up to making it, trying to maximize the opportunity. I've been trying to gain one or two idea on how to fully maximize it on YouTube and every other source. But I would like to hear from you as a LinkedIn expert, someone that has been successful with LinkedIn, on things I should do, um, things I should do and uh, should focus on.
I think it depends on your niche. Like I said, niche really matters when you're trying to focus on working on something. Yeah, your niche really matters. I can't give
Yeah, I'm
you,
much more into automation.
but I still don't know how they really
I'm
get
back.
that much clients in automation. But yeah, oh, Kichigo, you're back.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I think LinkedIn is very easy. I think it's probably the easiest to use. I've made a couple of
What did I
threads.
miss? What did I miss?
I I've made a couple of threads about how to use LinkedIn. So I think you need to just relax, sit down, and just learn how to use it. And that's what I think. That's literally what I think because I don't know like what piece and pieces of I want to tell you. You can go on my page and type LinkedIn, and you see every tweet I've made about LinkedIn and how it basically changed the game for me. So yeah, and that's all I can say. It's that
All right, thank you.
Victoria. Yeah,
Thank you. I
thank
wish
you.
it had approval.
Yeah, no problem.
See what I can do.
No problem. No problem. So who else are we speaking to? No. Okay, we have is it Ekan or Ekan?
Yeah, Ben.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
So,
Talk to me.
so I know you say like you are a newbie, kind of like compared to other people. So, was your first client Nigerian?
Ben, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You said was my first client Nigerian.
Yeah.
My first client was Nigerian, but she was based in Japan, and I ran away
Can you
because
guys
she
hear
was
me?
trying to underpay me. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cutie, can you hear me? Okay, he's not there. I think he's having network issues. So, Eden, um, so I did 50K. But the woman was beginning to ask for weird stuff. So I couldn't do it again. So I had to leave. So yeah, my first client was an international remote job. But I already had the mentality, so I could cook. So who have we talking to? Who have we talking to? Um so Eden, is that all your question or something else?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Who else wants to speak? Who else wants to speak? But if you guys are not saying anything, I think I might just probably call it a night because I think the creative is also having network issues and accepting everyone.
X, that's an issue. Network is bad too. So
Yeah. But yeah, maybe we would have to reconnect in the night or probably during like probably on Friday or no, I don't think Friday. Maybe on Saturday or something. Because the space is glitching. I can see like tons of requests, but we can't see anything on
yeah,
this one.
and I've added people too,
So
but uh,
but I hope you guys don't go message me again. But yeah. Um,
All right, no
but
problem.
yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, guys.